All right, so let's switch gears. Let's come back home. So we have a guest here. We have a live guest, and he has a unique story. I got a chance to talk to him as he was coming in. He's a Notre Dame grad. St. Louis? East St. I'm sorry. Let me. Can I start all over again? I'm gonna start all over again. He's a Notre Dame grad from East St. Louis.
Yes.
Has a passion for not only golf, but a passion for the community.
Yes.
And you put that together, and you have Greenwood Golf
Greenwood
that
Golf.
Doesn't only promote diversity, but pays homage to the past.
Yes, exactly.
And to our history.
Exactly.
It's Chris Word. You recognize him. You recognize Chris Word.
Yes.
Greenwood
yes.
Golf.
Hope so.
How are you doing today?
Doing well. Doing well. Honored to be here, and my condolences for the Emmanuel Nine as well.
For those who don't know, I feel like I gave a pretty good intro. Greenwood Golf. Well, how would you describe Greenwood Golf?
Greenwood Golf, short and sweet, is about self-sufficiency. And this is what I mean by that. When you have opportunities or you see issues within your community, you figure out a way to find solutions. So I pay homage to Greenwood, District of Tulsa, Oklahoma in that way. And kind of going back to the past, when you had no other way, they figured it out and they became self-sufficient. So when I look at the golf community, that's what I wanted to do as well. We want to see diversity in the sport. We want to see diversity at the highest levels, the PGA Tours, the LIV, the collegiate scholarships. We have to do something as a community to create those opportunities, and that's what spawned the idea.
You've been in the Charlotte area for about 10 years.
Yes.
What attracted you to golf?
It's been a love-hate relationship.
I feel like I know what you mean.
Yes. So I got into golf, truth be told, my mother got me in the Tiger Woods era, in the late 90s, summer program in East St. Louis at Grand Maroc Golf Club. She would drop me and my brother off. We would play, hit balls, and you put it down, right? East St. Louis, inner city, we played basketball, we played football, we raced in the streets. Those were things that we do. Then you get to college, and then golf becomes that, you want to go play around the golf? Sure. So I picked the clubs back up in college, definitely at Notre Dame, and then it just carried me through. I caught the bug early, and it became that thing that I just couldn't let go. Then as you begin to age and travel, it's hard to find where the best pickup basketball places are. Then you realize I'm not as young as I used to be.
The knees and
Exactly. So then golf became that outlet, and it was easier to find a golf course in any city that I was in and where I could play basketball, and it just stuck.
I mean, so it's one thing to have a passion, but it's another thing to start a company.
Yes.
But okay, when did when did the idea come about, and then when did the action follow?
Great question. So in Charlotte, here we are, been 10 years now, but about 3-4 years at that point, I'm playing golf every weekend, no children, wife, and it was like, I'm gonna go play golf this weekend.
Right.
So I competed on the amateur level and like Golf Week Tour, and would just run into people, see people, be inspired by people that I saw on the course. But what we talk about a lot is, I wish I would have played when I was younger. I wish I had the resources or the tools or the exposure to play when I was younger. COVID happened. We couldn't do anything but play golf. That was probably the only thing you could do with other people at that period of time. So golf got another, what I call renaissance in the sport. That's where a lot of people went to for their exercise, their outlet, and you just see it take off. So the idea happened when you sit down and you think, if I want to build, create, or help youngsters get into the game, well, we need finances. Well, you could build a company based on like asking companies for money. A lot of nonprofits do that. Or you can create a company that sells a product that funds all the ideas. So I started Greenwood Golf with the idea of becoming the first Black-owned golf distribution company. And we have a golf ball, the Greenwood Golf Ball, which if you're available or interested, greenwood.golf, excuse me. If you're in Charlotte, it's at most of the public golf courses here in Charlotte to purchase. The idea is you need the golf ball to play the sport. If the community picks up the golf ball, uses the golf ball, now we're starting to make money, and now we can support and build and get youngsters into the game and create these things. So instead of me going to your Wells Fargo and Bank of America and saying, give me money to fund my idea, community, self-sufficiency, support the product, and we'll build it ourselves.
Oh, wow. So using that product to help fund the events and the dreams of the next generation, right?
Exactly. That is the vision right there.
Because I've seen some of the stories that we've covered with you guys and the initiative. I mean, you guys do great work. You're doing great work.
Thank you.
What is that feeling like when you golf is not an easy sport.
It's not.
But when you see those young people or people first picking up that golf club and it starts to click.
Yes.
For you, what is that like?
It is it's exciting, it's inspiring, and I'll tell you one of the things, golf is like a personality trait. Like if golfers have that, because if you think about it, like it's the one sport where you get the immediate response that you did that wrong. And you did that very wrong. Right, so you can play basketball and pass the ball to somebody else to take the shot. You still win the ring. You can still celebrate. But in golf, you have to hit the ball. You have to hit the putt. So it's the constant feedback of self-improvement. And when you see that person get it, and not only get that part, but they want to learn more, they dig into it more, they catch the bug, you can almost tell kind of the trajectory of where they're going to go, because then they start to reflect on their own personal development. And that's why I think the golfer is, again, that personality trait, because you can look at the person next to you and say, it's all right, man, next shot. Or I know exactly where you've been. Or it's okay, let's have a talk, because we relate to failure. We constantly fail every time we're on the golf course. But when you can talk about improvement and how to actually take action to it, it's a beautiful thing.
What have you learned the most? Before we get into the event, I know you have an upcoming event, but what have you learned the most through the game of golf, through your company?
Yes, a lot in that. So I'll add this thing. A couple days ago was Father's Day.
Happy belated Father's Day.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I had the best Father's Day ever. I actually did a video on Instagram.
Oh, now you got to tell us what you did for Father's Day before you answer that question.
I played 36 holes of golf.
Oh, you said, I'm sorry, 36?
36. I left the house at 6:30. I played 18 holes at Catawba Creek in Gastonia. Drove past the house, stopped, got my cars, did my hellos, got my kisses, my hugs. Then I went down to Stonebridge and played with another group of guys at 2 o'clock, and I got back home at 7. But the beautiful thing about it is I was on that golf course the whole day like a kid. Like, oh, man, I get to play golf. It's Father's Day. Oh, I get to play golf. It's Father's Day. And I joke about it, but when I walked back into the house, I was so happy. I was just happy. It was just being able to play the sport guilt-free. And we talked noise, and we put a couple dollars down and, gave each other a hard time. But just being on the course, and it was the best Father's Day ever. Ate food, went straight to sleep, and I ain't feel bad about it at all. It's Father's Day. So what I learned about myself is that failure will happen. And how do you deal with that? You can get mad and walk away. You can try to blame the person next to you, the noise on the road, the little leaf that landed in your way, the squirrel that caused a distraction, or you can figure it out and try again. And you got 17 holes or 18 holes or 9 holes, whatever's left, to keep trying and keep getting better. That's the biggest thing that I learned. So then when you come off the golf course and you look at life, you realize that it's not perfect. Things are going to happen, right? Somebody's going to say something. Something's going to happen in your day that you didn't expect. It's okay. Figure it out. You'll be all right. Keep going. So that's one of those life lessons that kind of come out of golf, on top of the relationships that you build with people on the course.
Man, Chris Word with the word, man. With the word.
You can tell there's been a lot of self-reflection on the golf course.
36 holes.
It's a lot of good and bad.
Juneteenth.
Yes.
You have an event this weekend, Saturday.
Yes.
In Matthews, right?
In Matthews, at Emerald Lake Golf Course. So golf has several different layers. You have the course play on course, and then you actually have like tournament play. And then the charity tournament is its own little layer. So my idea with Juneteenth, around the time where it became a federal holiday, let's invite all of the golf clubs around Charlotte. There's so many different golf groups, official, non-official, that get together, bring the community out, self-sufficiency. Let's raise money for the next generation of golfers. Everyone thinks about First Tee as you want to give to the youth about golf, give to First Tee, but there's the Golf Fund, there's a Perfect Swing, there's Johnson C. Smith University's golf team here in Charlotte. They need financing, they need funding. So if you love golf and you're into the sport and you want to do something to support the next generation, play in our Juneteenth event, have a great time. Like we pull out all the stops. I'll drop a little secret. During our registration, we're going to have a classic car show as well. So while people are they're mingling, they're warming up, there's going to be, I got a 1970 Chevelle, there's going to be just all types of cars out there.
Wow.
Just to create another layer of interest into the event. But we're pulling out all the stops. So that's our big event for the community.
How's it grown since the first year? It's year 5 for it, right?
It's year 5. The first time I did it was 2020, and it was really just me sending out a text message, hey, let's do something to honor Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So we had an event, and then the group of us with our significant others went to Ruth Chris for dinner, and we sat down and just talked about where could we take this thing. Now, if you know me, you know all I need is just, I catch the thought. I'm one of those people where I catch the thought, and 30 minutes later, I'm like, here's a whole business plan.
Right.
If you're serious, we can really get this done. So we sat down and we talked about it, and I just ran with it. And the next year we grew to about 40, the next year to about 80. We had galas for 2 years in Concord. And this year we're doing a day party at Emerald Lake as well. So just trying to bring the community out. A lot of people don't feel comfortable on the course. It's like if I don't play, there's no reason for me to be there. So come to Juneteenth just to hang out and get a feel for it, and that may intrigue you to just trying to pick up a club and hit a ball.
Oh man, I love that because again, people feel intimidated when it comes to certain things, trying new things. And so this is a window to maybe you want to swing a golf club. Maybe you want to do 18 holes instead of 36.
Instead of 36, right. It's not for the faint at heart. Right. It's not for the faint at heart.
You're a pro at it.
Hurting just thinking about it.
Right. I was like, wait, 36?
That's a lot of
golf.
And I got to mention this because I did my research before I let you go. Chris Word, not only the CEO of Greenwood Golf, he was named Entrepreneur of the Year by African American Golfers Digest back in 2023.
In 2023, yes.
Man.
Yes. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That spawned out of the idea of the golf ball, right?
Yeah.
We started the golf ball really trying to figure out a way in this space. You have the Titans, your Titleist, your Bridgestone, your TaylorMades. How can we do this thing? And that golf ball came up, and we eventually became USGA conforming status, which means a PGA player could play it. They may not, but they could.
Yeah.
And then bring it out to the community. Let's really try to do this thing. I'm not a talker a lot. Like, I don't just want to talk about the idea. Let's try.
Right.
So start the golf ball, and then the African American Golfers Digest magazine recognized me as the Entrepreneur of the Year, and I got some other things up my sleeve that I'm working on before the end of this year.
And folks can support the website?
Thank you for asking. Greenwood.golf.
Greenwood.golf.
All of our events. I do blog posts to kind of keep the conversation going. And I'll tell you this, another little thing. Our goal this year, 2025, is to create an endowment for Johnson C. Smith University.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
We are setting out a financial goal to get this thing established. So if you can't play Saturday or can't make it and you want to support $20, $5, $10, whatever you have goes a long way to building out this legacy for the next generation. And Greenwood.golf is where you can find that information.
Will you come back once you hit the goal?
I will come back with bells on.
Bells, okay. I appreciate you, man. Chris Word with the word. I love that. I just created a new segment. But support Greenwood Golf. Not only making Charlotte proud, but making East St. Louis proud.
Oh, my man. I got to take you to play golf with that
There you go. Hey, I've never played golf before, okay. So hey.
Let's do it.
Chris Word, thank you for your time, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's Chris Word here. Yeah, and you can check out that interview shortly. It'll be on the website. It'll be on YouTube. Hang around. We're going to chat with you for a little bit.